Named for the remnants of glaciers from the Ice Age, Glacier National Park is located on the border of Canada and Montana. It is often called the crown of the continent because of its dizzying array of natural beauty. A favorite spot among hikers, the park features a variety of trails for all skill levels, ranging from the easy Trail of the Cedars, home to towering and beautiful cedars, to the challenging Grinnell Glacier, which offers sweeping views. What's more, the park boasts more than 700 lakes, numerous waterfalls, and 2 mountain ranges spread across more than 1 million acres that shelter a variety of wildlife. Maui is not nearly as large as the Big Island, nor is it as small as Lanai, as bustling as Oahu, or as quiet as Kauai. For many Hawaii vacationers, Maui is just right, offering a taste of just about everything the Aloha State has to offer, from impressive wildlife to intriguing history and culture. With idyllic beaches and verdant parks, Maui offers ample opportunities to relax. Here, you can admire the stunning scenery as you cruise along the road to Hana, fly above the Hawaiian island on a helicopter tour, or lounge across the black sands of Waianapanapa State Park. If you'd rather cool off than sunbathe, sign up for a snorkeling tour. And, for an unforgettable experience, make a reservation to see the sunrise at Haleakala National Park, home to Maui's highest peak. Sampling Maui's seafood is also a must, but don't overlook other island delicacies like kapia, a creamy coconut custard. To experience some of the most inspiring views America has to offer, plan a trip to Grand Canyon National Park. A bucket list item for many travelers, this Arizona park is a superb spot to hike, offering scenic paths like the Bright Angel and North Kaibab trails. The Colorado River weaves its way through the 277-mile-long canyon, which also makes it a top destination for whitewater rafting. But for a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience, travelers can view this impressive natural wonder on a helicopter tour. Regardless of how you choose to spend your time in the Grand Canyon, you're sure to feel small against its towering rock formations and expansive vistas. Oahu features a nice balance of urban and beach environments. And with pleasant weather year-round, there really is no wrong time to visit this Hawaiian paradise. Must-visit Waikiki Beach promises to please, but be forewarned. There's a good chance a barrage of tourists will greet you. For extra elbow room, head to more secluded options like Waimanalo Bay Beach Park and Kalama Park. Before leaving, carve out some time for visiting Honolulu naval sites like the Pearl Harbor National Memorial and the Battleship Missouri Memorial. America's first national park provides more than 900 miles of hiking trails, as well as plenty of attractions to excite nature lovers, from steaming geysers to bubbling hot springs. Plus, animal fans will appreciate a visit to the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center to learn about local wildlife. If you'd rather look for wild critters inside the park, which occupies parts of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, spend a few hours driving through the Hayden and Lamar valleys. Both areas are considered popular havens for Yellowstone National Park's resident bison, wolves, and grizzly bears. Named for the Hebrew word refuge, Zion National Park, nestled in Utah's southwest corner, is no longer the quiet sanctuary it once was. The park is now one of the most visited in the country, welcoming more than 4 million visitors per year. It's as if travelers stumbled upon a secret and can't get enough of the apricot-colored Zion Canyon, which they can view wading through its Virgin River or ascending Angel's Landing, with each bend in the river or turn in the trail affording an even more breathtaking view. Plus, the blanket of stars that illuminates the night sky is a welcome nightcap to a day filled with active pursuits. And when it's time to come back from the refuge to reality, the 166-mile drive from Las Vegas or the 308-mile drive from Salt Lake City is just about the right amount of time to process all the beauty you just experienced. One of California's most formidable natural landscapes, Yosemite National Park, features nearly 1,200 square miles of sheer awe. Towering waterfalls, millennia-old sequoia trees, striking, daunting cliff faces, and some of the most unique rock formations in the United States. But despite its enormous size, most of the tourist activity takes place within the 8-square-mile area of Yosemite Valley. Here you'll find the park's most famous landmarks, Half Dome and El Capitan, as well as excellent hiking trails through the natural monuments. Even inexperienced hikers can enjoy Yosemite. Guided tours and climbing lessons are available from local adventure outfitters. Just don't expect to experience it by yourself. Like so many other American tourist destinations, crowds are the biggest obstacles to an enjoyable Yosemite vacation. Approximately 4 million people visit each year. Towering above Jackson Hole Valley with jagged snow-topped peaks, Wyoming's majestic Teton Mountains are in high relief at Grand Teton National Park. From the 13,770-foot Grand Teton to the glittering Jenny and Jackson Lakes, which reflect the mountains in their depths, the photo ops are endless. But the park isn't just for mountaineers and photographers. In the peak summer season, the area's trails call to hikers of all abilities and reveal gems like hidden waterfalls and breathtaking views of the Tetons. Meanwhile, the Snake River appeals to kayakers, rafters, and those who simply fancy a float. Historic districts like Menors Ferry and Mormon Row attract history buffs interested in the 19th century past of this piece of western frontier. The nearly 500-square-mile park also contains an array of wildlife, including black bears, grizzlies, moose, antelope, and bison. Washington State's Olympic National Park, located on the Olympic Peninsula, offers something for every kind of nature lover, from hikers to stargazers to boaters to photographers. Among its nearly 1 million acres, visitors can explore glacier-capped mountains, trek through old-growth temperate rainforests, and marvel at more than 70 miles of wild coastline. The park's beginnings date back to 1897, when growing concerns about the area's disappearing forests led President Grover Cleveland to designate it as the Olympic Forest Reserve. Further protections were enacted in 1909, when President Theodore Roosevelt designated part of the reserve as the Mount Olympus National Monument in response to a declining Roosevelt elk population. Incredible, extraordinary, mind-boggling. Try as you might, you'll have difficulty finding words that do justice to the sheer beauty of Lake Tahoe. Resting on the California-Nevada border, Lake Tahoe has long been a favorite vacation spot, welcoming about 15 million visitors each year. Travelers are drawn here by the steep granite cliffsides and towering mountaintops, as well as the crystal-clear waters that have earned Lake Tahoe the reputation of being one of the most beautiful bodies of water in the United States. While the stunning Blue Lake alone is worth a trip, the surrounding area, also known as Lake Tahoe, boasts miles of hiking trails, dozens of picture-perfect vistas, and some of the best skiing in North America. Cool, cosmopolitan, crowded, constantly evolving, the Big Apple blends big city splendor with small-town charm. Amid New York's iconic landmarks and towering skyscrapers, you'll experience a vibrant culture permeating each of the city's distinctive neighborhoods and boroughs. Follow trendsetters to the East Village and Brooklyn to check out indie boutiques, iconic bakeries, and trendy coffee shops. Afterward, peruse the racks of the sleek shops lining Fifth Avenue, admire the cutting-edge art collections at the MoMA and the Met, catch a memorable show on Broadway, or sit down for a meal at the latest IT restaurant. As the most populous city in the U.S., set at the forefront of food, fashion, and the arts, NYC requires stamina. But don't let the Big Apple's frenetic sights and sounds intimidate you from soaking up its grandeur. With its marbled monuments and high-profile politicos, Washington, D.C. has long been saddled with a reputation as a stuffy government-driven town. A city of Southern efficiency and Northern charm, as John F. Kennedy once described it. Washington is often seen by outsiders as slow and inefficient. But these days, nation's capital is awash with a new energy, transforming itself into an exciting, faster-paced East Coast vacation destination. Although the government is still the sun around which this city orbits, the district also offers a host of renowned museums and interesting neighborhoods. And with a recent explosion of restaurants, cafes, boutiques, and clubs, D.C. is transitioning into a thriving cultural hub. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.